Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this is great.
After hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. One final time this season. Hi there, everybody. Joined by Brock Huard in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and we have made it. The greatest game of them all, everybody. Welcome to the Super Bowl. And it really is the perfect crowning event for each and every NFL season, isn't it, partner? All the fanfare, the celebration in the week leading up to this game, and then in the moment, we see the two best teams in the NFL squaring off for this title.
Such a few fortunate players and coaches who are making a repeat appearance in this game on this stage, Kate. So many. This is the culmination of a dream that began a decade, even a couple decades ago, as a young player discovering their love for football. And for those first-timers, that's fine. Go ahead and take in this atmosphere. Just make sure you're focused when that ball is teed up and ready to go. Those dreams you had as a kid, well, they didn't end up with you losing this game. Oh, no. They ended up with you raising the Lombardi Trophy and calling yourself a champion.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the playoff in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Trying the left side with Johnson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Let's go.
3rd down from the gun. He's on the move. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Colts pick it up. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this to Johnson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, But those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hauled in left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. Warriors 17. Go.
Pass play coming here. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
We give to Johnson on the option. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Johnson. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. A 4-yard pickup there, and that makes the decision even tougher now, 4th and short.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here we go with Johnson. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
You know, it sure looked like defense had done enough to hold him on that play. Credit that first down to a good initial effort and second effort to keep fighting to go get that extra yard needed.
He's on the move. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Escapes the pocket. He'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. It's a Seattle touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Back 60. Tight. Left wing 19. Top low 18. Check.
Straight to the air is Richardson. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's trying to push the field. It's intercepted by Rick Woolen. And the Seahawks have it now on his 8th pick of the year. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Go.
They'll come out throwing. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it sets up second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Chased out to his right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
To the air, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Throwing it again here. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some...
Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Go. 18. Pioneer. Warrior 17.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Lengthy fourth down try here. They need 6. Looking to the air here. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Let's go. Go.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, it's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks, they're going to take over after his 9th interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They send the tight end in motion. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
So close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. On the move, headed right. That's completed right side. He touched him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Taylor now, up the middle. Down the sideline to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Headed out right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He's got it near the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts get some late points and the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts take a 4-point lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Danny Gray to return it. Oh, he's shown some burst on this return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Airing it out to start this drive. He finds Johnson. Gets some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing from the gun here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. And the Colts are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw here from Richardson. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw again. Richardson buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. And the catch is made, but he's out of bounds. Oh, wait a second, but there's a penalty on the play. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here, third down. Running it after the penalty. 9 yards on that tote, and now a much different 4th and short decision than a moment ago. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. A 49-yarder in front of him here. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Enough waiting. Let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pass him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Offense in the hurry up here. They've got a man in motion. Third and short yardage here, Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. He's back to throw. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Completes this one to Gray. And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. He'll throw it. He rolls to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But, Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find a first.
It's Johnson on second down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And the Colts into the dime set for third down.
Back 60. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Alert. Alert. 70 rings. 70 rings.
Back now, pressure on its way. Forced out to his right. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Let's go now.
From the red zone now. Buying some time left. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
He'll throw again on second down. Quick slant complete. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on fourth.
Here we go. Track.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. On the ground again with Johnson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks make it 17 all. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. At the 20. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. Colts need only one to take the lead. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they've got to see the chains move to get it going, but that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Taylor again. And they bring him down around the 34. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. It's caught, Warren. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Back 60.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out of bounds after taking it up to the 40.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back third down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh, shouldn't let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Colts get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
This one finds Taylor. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. It's a gain of 4 there. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ready?
Tight end going in motion here. A give left side to Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They go again with Taylor. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. His first kick was good. And his second look from 35 yards away.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
19 right. 10.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Connects with Fant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kenny Moore with the pick. And the Colts are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff for Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Colts, well, they can probably just run away and hide.
On the jump.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Seahawks football.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Finding Thomas near the sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. And start the party in the crossroads of America. The Indianapolis Colts are Super Bowl champions.